ended up with a Gekagenkai with that could change him into a robot, similar to the eyes does with the which path was it? Uh, the machine. There was the NECA path. Oh, no, that's not right. I can't remember which path it was, but it was. And this is. I got this ideal from somebody, and I asked him nicely if I could borrow his ideal, and he said sure. So, and just give him a shout out for the Bloodline album he's letting me have borrowed. It's the Moboretsu Gekagenkai. And if you guys never heard of that, look on fanfiction.net. He's got a Gundam 00 Naruto story that changes people to, Gundams. Only the clan of Uzumaki Namikaze, like Naruto's father and not like the rest. But I'm also going to add something else to it, but maybe not. I'm still debating. Okay, this is still a work in progress. But what I want to do is I'm going to record as much as I can today, and I'm going to record as much as I can tomorrow if I remember where I left off at. My brain doesn't know when to stop, so this is the only way possible I could do this. So without further ado, let's get on with the story. I know how most people are about the Naruto abuse story. This is not going to be one of them. I mean, at first it might seem like it, but it would be like a first attempt, and when the Hokage and Naruto practically gives everybody the middle finger by unlocking his Gekagenkai, and the Hokage sees this and tells Naruto who his family was, and he realizes that Naruto has Krishna's ability with chakra chains as well, but doesn't know it yet.
Now I've got Requiem agents on my turf.
So, without further ado, like I said, let's get on with the story.
Let's test a hypothesis.
Um,
Requiem
we see a boy. Oh yeah, he does get kicked out of the orphanage, but he doesn't have an apartment yet. He looks very sick because he wasn't fed or the right nutrition, but he wasn't that badly off in the first place. Naruto was a good kid and always will be a good kid, but the people all always thought different. And I believe that would be a case of somebody telling on Naruto that he was not as special as everybody thought he was. And plus, they didn't know that he would be the child of prophecy. Neither did his mother. Like I said, I'm putting my own spin to this. His own mother abandoned him to the village's mercy and didn't want to go near Naruto. All she saw was her husband, and she just didn't want anything to do with Naruto. So she grabbed his twin brother, or twin sister, I mean, and left. But there's something weird that happens when she does that. Apparently, when you leave the Namikaze or Uzumaki clan, like, or member of family like that, it doesn't matter if they're their kid or not, if they're your real kid or not. Family always stays by family, no matter what. If you have a demon in you or not. And Minto would have been pissed at her granddaughter's transactions, or her great granddaughter, since she was able to transfer with the chakra chains. But Naruto doesn't get regular chakra chains. He gets what's that ability called, not the Gates of Babylon, but he gets those chains from like Gilgamesh, but they're a lot stronger they're a lot stronger than the Uzumaki chains are. And they do the same thing as Uzumaki chains, but they're called King's chain. And only one person can ever have it, and that's the king or the next heir of the clan, if I say so myself. So But anyways, we'll get to that part later. So when Naruto was just a kid, he was left abandoned by his only mother. His sister doesn't know anything about him. But her mother always wanted to make sure she degrades him in every single way possible. So that way she can tell Naruto how much she hates him and stuff. But she knows that her brother is in a village that might try to kill him one day. Eh, she doesn't know how right she is, but she doesn't know how wrong it will be to take to kill Naruto Uzumaki. Because on this very day was his birthday, and he was about 6 years old, and the perfect time for his Genkai to awaken. Because this is the part where I think he awoken. What's his name? Graham no Kaze awakened Naruto's Genkai at the same age. So I'm not trying to do exactly from his point of view, but even his sister might have the bloodline, but it's not the same for every Uzumaki or Namikaze. You see, Naruto's sister has a rare disease of the Namikaze clan. She was born with the Teiyu drive particles in her system, which are not good. They tend to, unless if you're an innovator, which Naruto has a pure version of the Teiyu drives, which means he's a purebred innovator, but he hasn't unlocked the eyes yet, which is basically a dojutsu hidden underneath. So, kind of getting in the story, Naruto's getting a dojutsu with his mobile suit Genkai. So that way it would be a lot better for him to, like, if he doesn't want to use his Genkai for anything else. And I don't own any other mobile suits in the series at all. Just putting that out there. And as far as I'm willing to go, everybody can hate me, love me, whatever. I don't care. This is gonna be my story, and this is my first time I'm gonna be telling it. So, with somebody else's bloodline that I've had permission to use for years. So, after, hang on, I'm sweating a little bit. After what was said about Naruto, shit, I caught myself on fire like a dumbass.
Drink up, you bastards.
But yeah. But when Naruto was running, he was caught by three drunk men who were very stupid when drunk. These three drunk men were two Jonin and one Chunin level shinobi, but drunk and stupidity only can go so far in the shinobi world. So, what does that spell? A big disaster. Naruto was about to be beaten by drunk people, and Naruto doesn't know what to do besides cower or hide behind somebody he doesn't really know. Oh, great. I got stuck. Stupid gun. Not stupid. Anyway, so back to the story. Naruto went to go from damn, this hair of mine is gonna kill me one day. Went to go down another alleyway, but he was immediately hit with a wall as these three tuning and these three people, three ninja, had their weapons ready. Two had kunais and one actually had a sword, and about to slice Naruto up and kill him. Since it was a regular, you thought it was going to be like people beating him up. No, this is actually going to be a murder scene. But thankfully, it was not going to come down to that because I say a little bit of his bloodline dripped into his. I got my hair. make him and pump through his body along with golden chakra as well. The golden chakra also freaked out the Kyuubi, knowing that that was his Uzumaki chains. The Uzumaki chains were golden, and he knew they were supposed to be silver, but golden means that they're the king chains, and that only happens when the true heir of the Uzumaki clan has been awakened. He's not gonna have a Gilgamesh side to him. Oh, great! But suffice to say that Naruto does get out of this alive. He will anyway, but everybody will remember this day as the day he knew the hero they should have been worshiping was actually the hero's son they should have placed more faith into. So as Naruto awakened his bloodline, his eyes started to glow with infinite rainbows in his eyes, or infinite lines in his eyes that looked like lines, and he could feel the rainbow chakra, and he had some chains going around and around his back and coming out to the point. These were called King's chains, but he didn't know that. Since he unlocked his Gekka Genkai, both of them at the same time, he's kind of relying on instinct to help him fight. And because of the massive chakra he's using, his instincts are on a time high. So after a while, Naruto finally got ready to kill the people that were about to kill him. When the sword guy met with Naruto's blade, he was very shocked that the blade came out of Naruto's arm, like it looked kind of robotic. Well, he didn't know what that word meant, but he knew history well enough. It looked like the four Hokage's robot's arm, but it's much smaller for a human though. And it was attached to Naruto's torso, which was also blue and white and had a little bit of red in there. This was his Exia partial form. And after a while, Naruto was now acting on instinct because he didn't want to die and he didn't want to kill these people either, but he had no choice. Instinct won over irrationality, and then he sliced all three of them in a clean-cut fashion, or sliced the one with the sword right through his blade and cut him in half like he was hot butter, a hot knife through butter, and then all of a sudden, the two tunings were scared shitless about what they just saw. Their friend just got sliced like butter. And by the way, these are not any regular getting and joining. Anyway, they're just cannon folders, so you don't have to worry about them being important. So after what Naruto did to the Jonin, that with the sword and sliced through it like it was hot butter, like I said, then he took his turn with the two tuning and raised his chains out, the golden chains that scared even them to a point where they were scared for their lives, saying, "Oh crap, we're gonna die." Little known fact, they were going to die. How accurate that sentence was. So, just when things were getting interesting, Naruto saw all of them saw all of their minds not wanting to be dead, but they were already asking for their death when they went to challenge Naruto. Even though his instincts were on high, he put his sealing chains around, or his king sealing chains around the two people they were too scared to fight him, but they weren't. They were too. They were not there by their own will. The Jonin forced them to come, and they didn't say any word to the Naruto. So Naruto so that they were not the accomplice. So he picked him up and took him to his Gigi. Remember, still on instinct, by the way, but he's still running on adrenaline too. He's not completely knocked out, but he hasn't barfed yet, because he didn't want to get sliced in half by a sword. So, as he got the two people and as he was carrying them, they were like, "How is he carrying us?" As they looked, on his back were two chains coming out of his back, and they were golden chains. And they only know this because of one person had golden chains, and that was Gilgamesh and Uzumaki, the king of Uzumakis. They knew this man in history because they couldn't get rid of it because the Krishnas was still alive, but this was her son, and they were pissed because they looked up to Krishna as a mother figure for them because uh, uh, they were her students at one point in time. So when Naruto found out that they were her students, since he could read their minds, he didn't do anything to them. But he was a little pissed that his mother didn't even take care of him. So that way, he'll get them. He'll get them. He'll get her back. He wants his sister anyway. He loves his sister, even though he doesn't know who she is yet. He knows he loves her and she's gonna love him, but he doesn't know in which way yet. Yeah, this is not a very good start, but he can't treat his sister like a regular sister anymore because they don't know each other from birth anymore. But Naruto doesn't know, but she doesn't know that Naruto is still alive. But she has a feeling he is. You know, twins have that feeling, but she doesn't want to go to leave her mom because her mom would probably know when she left the house. She put seals all over the house. Now we go back to Naruto and his mindscape as the cute kid, and with a bad mother and a good father. That Mike last container did to her son was unforgivable. Even demons wouldn't treat their children like that. And I'm surprised that she didn't get to keep her stuff because of me. But she abandoned her child. No matter who or what they are, they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to leave their child behind, no matter what they have or who they have. It was a rule in the Uzumaki clan way. And if you break that rule, you lose everything you once were. Your seals, your jutsus, your everything. And it's not fair for Naruto to have. But then she looked at the golden chains coming towards her and not going on her, but protecting her. As if she was a lifeline to them. And she remembered these are not just regular chains. These are king's chains. They're satanic. They remember who I am. Since I was in Naruto, they recognized me and they're helping me communicate with them. Naruto, can you hear me? Said the Kyuubi. And Naruto said, yes. Who are you? He said in his mind, knowing that if he talked out loud, people might think he's crazy. Huh, you're very rare for a boy to be this well versed with knowledge. I am the Kyuubi, and I'm sorry for what the village has done to you. They haven't done anything bad to me, just ever leave me, not let me eat good food and stuff like that, but these guys were lucky that I have king chains of the Uzumaki clan. I know who they are, but I wasn't for sure. I wasn't for sure if I was actually one of them or not because of my yellow hair and bright blue eyes. But now they have some power in them, as I could tell. That my mother left me here to die, and she's gonna pay for her life when she comes back.
Watch yourself. He has friends. They could look like anything.
So after everything was said and done,
They can't help themselves, can they?
excuse me. Oh shit. Alright, so Naruto and the Kyuubi were chit-chatting away, and she was going to train him in his dad's fighting styles, along with the Uzumaki training style that he has full permission to use, because he's the next heir of the Uzumaki clan, and not some ungrateful B-A-T-C-H that shouldn't have left him in the first place. 'Cause then even, like she said, even demons wouldn't treat her kids like that. And she's starting to like Naruto a lot because of his aura seemed to be that of Gilgamesh, of King Gilgamesh Uzumaki, and her calm demeanor of Setsuna F. Seiei Namikaze. Oops, sorry, hang on, I said that wrong. Setsuna F. Namikaze, which was a code name, by the way. I'm gonna die now. Okay. They should put me up. Why did they put me way over here? Oh god, I'm glad they put me way over here. Alright, so as I was saying, the Uzumaki clan don't abandon anybody, so don't ever think that you were left behind because of me. It was your own mother's fault for not taking care of you in the first place. Shit, I don't want to die. So with that out of the way, Naruto goes to
Finished them.
anyway, so Naruto
Right in the skull.
anyway, so as no Joe was talking to the QB about his life experience and other things like that. He was having a bad day, but it was going to get better for him. As he came into his Gigi's office with a lot of people staring at him, as two golden chains were out of his back, and everybody was like, "Who the heck are you?" Not his Gigi knew who exactly it was. As Naruto's hair had turned from golden blonde to his now original hair color, or his now new hair color, blonde, or not blonde, brown and black with or red, brown with red streaks with blonde streaks, meaning he's part of both clans, or all three clans, but with the side of help from his Gigi, as everybody said, as he said, everybody get out of here now, because he had a lot of talking to do to Naruto. It's not every day you see a person come in here like nothing's wrong, and then you see your everything but blood grandson come in with two tunings that were wrapped in golden chakra chains, but known as king chains for Uzumaki's true heir and reincarnation of both Setsunase Namikaze and um, Gilgamesh Uzumaki. Both kings in their own right, but different powers. So he said, because he still had his Exia body out, which was tiring him out a little bit, but he said this is for the training, so that way he could stay in his form a little longer. So that way he could train a lot of people if he wanted to.
Raptor 1 is available for evac.
So after a while, Naruto and his Gigi were talking. Everybody was scared that the QB was going to break out or something like that, but Naruto told his Gigi about what happened and why he was there in the first place and how true it was to become the king of Uzumaki. Or I found out he's the king of Uzumakis. And why did his mother leave him for dead and all those years ago? And where is his mother now so he could show her who's the real Uzumaki? Because if she left him here because of what he thinks she did, well, that changes the story completely now, doesn't it?
Killed several there.
So, even though Naruto didn't know what he was doing, not doing, but knew what he was saying at the time, but his mind kept getting clearer, thanks to his the QB unsealing some seals that were stunning his growth. But he also got a lot more intelligence out of it because he was getting triple rewarded with everything he's learned from his bloodlines. Comes to find out, he can also take swords out of a special time gate, but only at certain times. The gate will close. The sword will, if it breaks, will go back to where it came from his storage.
Stay alive till the next one.
But yeah. But that's all good for now. So yeah, Naruto was told or asked his Gigi, why did he keep this from him? Why didn't you tell me my mom didn't love me or something like that? He didn't want to tell the boy that his mother left him for these savages to kill, but thank God for his quick thinking about that, because he didn't want to ruin the poor boy's life, but he knew that it was going to be sooner or later.
Infected target removed. Take a few with one shot.
Anyways, Naruto and his Gigi were having an argument, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been way worse than it actually was. So Naruto was actually thankful for the old man for not telling him, but he just wanted to know why he didn't tell him. So his Gigi told him that he didn't want him to go and find his mom and confront her about why she left him and blah blah blah, and get killed or something like that. She was a very powerful shinobi, but why do you ask this, Naruto? Because I got certain memories from a certain descendant of, or a certain my past descendants, since I am a descendant of Gilgamesh and Setsuna Namikaze. my dad might have been able to stop said man. Anyway, so said man was told that his mother didn't love him anymore because he held the fox, and she hates the fox as much as she did him. This is bullshit. I was trying to run backwards, but it got stuck. Anyways, now I gotta freaking. So, as if Naruto was waiting for his Gigi to tell him what's going on, and he says that Naruto, I don't want you to get mad at me, but I didn't want you to tell you about your mother because you would have confronted her about it. Yeah, you're probably right about that one, Gigi. I would have confronted her about it. She left me alone to die with these savages. But they didn't do anything to hurt me until these three of these guys. I know I saw Naruto, so you know what what's going to happen to them. They're gonna die, right? No, since they had no intentions of doing that to me, Gigi. Say what? They were just going along with the guy. Doesn't mean that they were a part of it. I just caught them, just killed their partner. If you notice what I look like, actually, you're right. You do look a little different. I am so sorry, my grandson. I forgot to notice.
Okay, Peck. We did as you asked.
So,
Where is she?
Naruto was very familiar with this situation before. So, now anyways... Oh, shit. One of these guys just leave me the hell alone. Damn it. What the hell? Well, it gives me plenty of time to do this. Okay, what is this? The one's got... Damn. Am I never gonna get a break? I mean, come on. I totally healed myself. What the fuck? Anyways, so I'll get off here. I'm kind of mad at the moment.